Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we are listening to the sequel to an album that we listened to over a year ago on this channel, which was the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem.
Oh, wow.
So we did a couple of his albums. So this is the sequel to that album, even though it ended up coming out much later in his discography. So that was his Marshall Mathers LP is his second album, and that Marshall Mathers LP2 is his eighth album.
Wow.
So that was like early 2000s, and then this came out in 2013. So
why did he do that? Why did he? So he called it like his self-titled?
Yeah. So this was like this. This was called Marshall Mathers LP2. It's the sequel to that. But there was like a period where like, not that he didn't like fall off. I mean, he's Eminem. He was always popular. He had like a lot of big hits. Like before this album, like he had the Recovery album, which had like Not Afraid, which I know you know. Like he still had a lot of very successful hits. In my opinion, I think it's one of his best albums. I think it's very overlooked in his discography. But I think now, after 10 years now, so this was 2013. So he actually just released the 10-year anniversary edition a few days ago. So I figured it was good timing. As rap was entering a new era, you know, so was he in his life. And I feel like he addresses that in this album too. Like he is aware of his age and his longevity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all that aside, just as an album, I think you're going to enjoy it. I mean, just like from a rapping production standpoint, Rubin, of course, he always has something to do with it, has joined in the mix. He did a decent handful of tracks on here. So there's like some cool elements of like rock samples, live drums, guitars.
Wow.
So I think you're going to find a lot of it really cool.
Okay.
So yeah, track 1 is called Bad Guy.
It's like I'm in the dirt digging up old hurt. Tried everything to get my mind off you, it won't work. All it takes is one song on the radio, you're right back on it, reminding me all over again how you fucking just brushed me off and left me so burnt. Spent a lot of time trying to soul search. Maybe I needed to grow up a little first. Well, looks like I'd hit a growth spurt. But I'm coming for closure. Don't suppose an explanation I'm owed for the way that you turned your back on me just when I may have needed you most. Oh, you thought it was over. You could just close the chapter and go about your life like it was nothing.
Angry.
Yeah. Kind of like picking up where Marshall Mathers LP left off all those years ago.
And to think, I used to think you was the shit, bitch. To think it was you at one time I wore shit. Think you can hurt people and just keep getting away with it? Now this time you better go and get the sewing kit, bitch. Finish this ditch so you can reap what you sown it with. Thought some time had passed and I'd forget it. Forget it. You left our family in shambles. You expect me to just get over him? Pretend he never existed?
I just hate to be the bad
I've been driving around your side of this town like 9 freaking hours and 45 minutes now. Finally, I found your new address, parking your drive. Feel like I've been waiting on this moment all of my life, and it's now arrived, and my mouth is full of saliva. My knife is out, and I'm ducking on the side of your house. See, it's sad it came to this point, such a disappointment. I had to make this appointment to come and see you, but ain't here for your empathy. I don't need your apology or your friendship or sympathy. It's revenge that I seek, so I sneak vengefully and treat your bedroom window like I reached my full potential. I peaked. Continue to peep, still bent low, and keep tapping the glass lightly, then start to crescendo. It's just me, you, and the music now, Slim. I hope you hear it. We're in a car right now. Wait, here comes my favorite lyric. I'm the bad guy who makes fun of people that die. And hey, here's the sequel to my Mathers LP just to try to get people to buy. Well, how's this for publicity stunt? This should be fun. Last album now, cause after this you'll be officially done. Eminem killed by Eminem, Matthew Mitchell. Bitch, I even have your initials. Slim, this is for him and Frank Ocean. Oh, hope you can swim good. Now say you hate homos again. I also represent anyone on the receiving end of those jokes you a bit. I'm the nightmare you fell asleep and then woke up still in. I'm your karma closing in with each stroke of a pen. Perfect time to have some remorse to show for your sin. Nope, it's hopeless. I'm the denial that you're hopelessly in. When they say all of this is approaching its end, but you refuse to believe that it's over. Here we go all over again. Backs to the wall, I'm stacking up all the mods. Toilets clogged, yeah, cause I'm talking a lot of shit, but I'm backing it all up. I'm the hindsight to say I told you so. Foreshadows of all the things that are to follow. I'm the fugitive T to show you what happens tomorrow. If you don't stop after they call you, biggest laughing stock of rap who can't call it quits when it's time to walk away. I'm every guilt trip, the baggage you had, but as you gather up all your possessions, if there's anything you have left to say, lesson makes an impact and don't bother. So for your rest of case, better make sure you're packing the wallop. So one last time, I'm back. For it fades in the black and it's all over. Behold the final chapter in the saga, trying to recapture that lightning trapped in a bottle twice. The magic that started it all. Tragic portrait of an artist tortured, trapped in his own drawings, tapping the thoughts blacker and darker than anything imaginable. He goes a wild stab in the dark. As the pic-
Well,
Yeah. Big intro.
at first I thought it was Eminem talking about his
Yeah.
wife, that he was going after her, like the kind of rage he was
He makes you
expressing.
think that, yeah.
I didn't know it was Stan
Yeah, getting his revenge.
again.
But now he's the one kidnapping Eminem.
Right.
And being like, hey, this is what I heard in your music, so I'm going to do it to you now. But it's great because then it's like, so he's now the one that's trapped in the trunk. Whereas in the original Stan, the guy was the one that had his wife in the trunk. Mm-hmm. But now Eminem's in there, and it's almost like now he's starting to think about all these things. Like everything's coming full circle because this crazed fan that had heard all his music and thought all these things is now acting this thing out on him. And it's sort of like making him think on that second beat switch of like, holy shit, like my life and all the things that I've done and said, and you know, like how do people view me? He even says the line about Frank Ocean, hope you can swim good, because Frank Ocean has a song called Swim Good. And you know, all the stuff, negative stuff he said about gay people and all the slurs and stuff and all the controversy that caused. So it's like,
I didn't know.
well, from the albums that we've heard, even he said it a lot and talked about it a lot. But so it's kind of like him contemplating all these things. And like he says, the double standards for women and having daughters now that are older. And he talks about the polyps forming on his throat and thinking about not being able to perform again. So it's like, kind of like all this stuff is rushing into his head as this is happening and thinking like, okay, like what am I going to do? Because I feel my age coming and I feel all these regrets that I have from everything that I've done.
It did feel cinematic when it turned to like the strings. In the beginning with the female part coming in for the chorus, that was interesting because of I felt that the lyrics, the angry lyrics and the tension, the build right off the bat of a first song of an album felt very, you could feel the anger.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking, well, if he's still directing this at like his ex-wife, that's kind of, that's a lot of, that's a lot of rage for somebody to carry for a long time. But I also started to think, that this is the only medium, rap where where anyone who's going to try to get that kind of emotion out can really do it. So I felt like the music behind it was an afterthought to the lyrics. You could tell that the lyrics were the meat of what's happening,
which is usually Eminem's case.
Yeah.
So the next one's a skit, but then it's going to go into track 3, which is Rhyme or Reason. I was telling you about this song somewhat the other day it's a interpolation of It's the Time of the Season, that song we were talking about. Yeah. So this was Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin produced this. So it's Parking Lot, it's a skit, but then it's going to go into Rhyme or Reason, which was produced by Rick Rubin.
Rhyme or Reason instead of Time of the Season?
Yeah.
Clever.
Go! Fuck! The fuck they go? The fuck bail on me? Fuck! Fuck it. Yeah. Marshall. mother reproduced like the Komodo dragon. And had me on the back of a motorcycle, then crashed in the side of a locomotive with that. I'm local, it's like cannon a psycho, a loaded handgun. Michelangelo with a paint gun in a tantrum, about to explode all over the canvas. Back with the Yoda of rap and a spasm. Your music usually has them. But raining from the game, your enthusiasm it has them. Follow you must quit moving, my little Padawan.
Sometimes when I'm sleeping, she comes to me in my dreams. Is she taken? She taken, is she mine? Don't got time, don't have to shit to give. Let me take you by the hand to promised land and threaten everyone. There's no rhyme or no reason for nothing.
Oh, that's great.
Marshall,
Who's your daddy?
I don't know, but I wonder. I'm in the style department with a pile in my cart, ripping the aisle apart with great power comes absolutely no responsibility for content, completely despondent and condescending. The king of nonsense and controversy is on a beat killing spree, your honor. I must plead guilty cause I sparked a revolution, rebel without a cause who caused the evolution of rap to take it to the next level, boost it, but several rebuked it and whoever produced it. Hip-hop is the devil's music.
And torture everyone, that is my plan. My job here isn't done, cause there's no rhyme or no reason for nothing.
So, shady, I don't give a fuck. Maybe that's why I'm so bananas. I appeal to all those walks of life. Whoever had strength, maybe that's what dad and son talks alike. Cause I related to the struggles of young America when their fucking parents were unaware of the troubles. Now they're ripping out their fucking hair again, it's a stare-ruckle. I chuckle, cause everybody bloodies their bare knuckles. Yeah, uh-oh, better beware, knuckleheads. The sign on my hustle says don't knock. The door's broken, it won't lock. It might just fly open, get cold cocked. Completely brain dead, Rain Man doing a bankhead in a restraint chair. So bitch, shoot me a look, it better be a blank stare or get shanked in the pancreas. I'm angrier than all 8 other reindeer put together with Chief Keef, cause I hate every fucking thing, yeah. Even this rhyme, bitch, and quit trying to look for a fucking reason for it that ain't there. And I still am a criminal, 10-year-old degenerate grabbing on my genitals. The last mad, this LP done went dime, and this time I'm predicting that this one will go emerald. When will the madness end? How can it win? There's no method to the pad and pen. The only message that I have to send is dead. I'm back at it again.
Oh, that was good.
So good.
That was really good. It was really good because I can relate to hearing songs and making them up. We used to do that for fun.
Like switch the words.
Yeah, like if we wanted to tease somebody or throw their name in there or something, But that was a great sample. Still, he's just at his best when he's got that. I mean the choice of words, I remember from the movie The Pad to Pen, he definitely
unbelievable
scribbles constantly.
Just the way he can, you never know where he's going. Like it's taking you one way, and then that word is switching into this phrase, which is switching into, it's like you have to hang on every, right? Even with as good as the music is, you have to hang on every word because you don't know where it's going to go, where it's going to flip it. The breaking
in this one was good, the stopping and the starting.
Little stops,
yeah. It added something to the sample.
Track 4 is called So Much Better. Also, the transitions are really quick. So.
Oh, okay.
Because, it kind of sounds like I'm cutting them, but they just blend really well.
Okay.
Bitch, where the fuck were you Tuesday? With who you say? I wasn't at the studio, bitch, what you do, Screw Trey? You went there looking for me, boo, that excuse is too lame. Keep playing me, you gonna end up with a huge crusade. You fake lying slut, you never told me you knew Drake. Can't Lupe? You wanna lose 2 legs? You trying to flip this on me? If I spend more time with you, you say, okay, yeah, and I'm cuckoo.
My life be so much better if you just drop dead. I was laying in bed last night thinking, and this thought just popped in my head. And I thought, wouldn't shit just be a lot easier if you dropped dead? I would feel so much better.
They got his relapse. This bitch pushed me over the brink. Hop on the freeway, trying to get some time alone and just think. Till the cops pulled me over, but they let me go. Cause I told them I'm only driving drunk. Cause that bitch told me to drink. I'm back on my fuck hoes with a whole new hatred for blunts.
You told me you love
like it, there's other fish in the sea. And I'ma have a whale of a time being a single sailor for the night. Bitch on a scale of 1 to 10, shit, I must be the holy grailer. Catch this hoe, I got an Oscar attached to my fucking name. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. She's all 99 of them, I need a mission gun. I take them all out. I hope you hear this song and go into a cardiac arrest. Have a heart attack and just drop dead. And I'ma throw a fucking party after this. Cause yes, my life would be so much better if you just drop dead.
I can't believe how many like ways you can find though to say like fucked up shit.
I'm just playing, bitch. You know I love you.
Again, the callback to the.
To
It's just
what?
like the. I'm just playing Slim. You know I love you. It's from the other album we did. The what was it?
He says it in there.
Yeah, I can't think of what song it was, but he says at the end. But that's like a classic Eminem. You know?
I mean, you know, so in the
Funny.
beginning, I thought, you know, he was twisting around the anger, but he definitely still has it.
Yeah,
You know,
but he does it in like a, you know, it's definitely comedic in a lot of the ways that he expresses his anger.
But it's just so interesting how an artist can bank on that for as long as he did.
Yeah,
You know,
and still go back to it.
yeah,
All these years later. Track 5 is called Survival. This song always, without fail, reminds me, like, brings me so much nostalgia and reminds me of one of the Call of Duty games, because he had like this whole like album release tied to the release of the Call of Duty game, and it was like if you bought or if you like pre-ordered the Call of Duty game, you would get the album, you would get the Eminem album.
Oh wow!
So like he had this song in the game trailer and like tied to the game. So this was like the first like lead single from this album era. It's called Survival.
This is survival of the fittest. This is do or die. This
rock background again.
the winner takes it all, so take it all.
Wasn't ready to be no millionaire. I was ill prepared. I was prepared to be ill though. The skill was there. In the beginning, it wasn't about the ends. It was about busting raps and standing for something. Fucking acronym. Cut the fucking act like you're happy. I'm fucking back again with another anthem. Why stop when it doesn't have to end? It ain't over till I say it's over. Enough when I say enough. Throw me to the wolves and close the gate up. I'm afraid of what'll happen to them wolves when the thought of being thrown into an alligator pit. I salivated it. I can adjust. Plus, I can just walk up to a mic and just bust. So, floor's open if you'd like to discuss. Top 5 in this motherfucker, and if I don't make the cut, what like I give a fuck? I'ma light this bitch off like I'm driving a truck to the side of a pump. 0 to 60, hopping and gunning like G-Unit without the hyphen. I'm hyping them up. And if there should ever come a time where my life's in a rut, and I look like I might just give up, cause you never take my pride from me. It'll have to be pride from me, so pull out your pliers and your screwdrivers. But I want you to doubt me, I don't want you to believe, cause this is something that I must use to succeed. And if you don't like me, then fuck you. Self-esteem must be fucking shooting through the roof, cause trust me.
I didn't personally like that one too much, but I do appreciate his statement about, you know, they said I was washed up and everything. And
Yeah.
And then you just listen to him go,
Yeah.
and it's like, wow, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter, you know, what he's saying it over, his ability to just
Rap.
and
Yeah.
convey that strength of delivery, you know, still,
The confidence.
the confidence, but yet the anger is still there. You know, it's on every track so far.
Yeah.
And I forgot how he was just, you know, that's why he has the persona he does of like just, you know, an angry dude and
The
you know,
rap devil.
yeah, just, you know, I liked how he said, you know, about being washed up, and he said the floor is open for discussion. That was So you want to talk about it? Let's go, because I'll
Yeah, yeah.
just take any microphone and shit all over it.
Yeah, track 6 is called Legacy.
Tell me where to go, tell me what to do.
A lot of use of the singer.
Yeah.
Tell me what to say, no matter if it's true.
I know he likes to do the singing a lot, but I feel like he gave it
He
up
needs to.
a lot in his
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
I used to be the type of kid that would always think the sky is falling. Why am I so differently wired? Am I a Martian? What kind of
This
twisted
feels like
experiment am I
that's his
involved in?
beat, like-
Because I don't belong
Tempo.
in this world. That's why I'm
Tempo,
scoffing
yeah.
at
Not
authority.
quite my tempo.
Flying off, flying off with the
But this
handle at
one
my
is,
mom, no
yeah.
cat, so I am non-compliant at home. At school, I'm just shying awkward. And I don't need no goddamn psychologist trying to diagnose why I have all these underlying problems. Some cocksucker shoved me into a fucking lockup because he said that I eyeballed him.
And if you fall, I'll get you.
We just watched Whiplash, that's why I said the tempo thing. That was out of context, I realized.
All the wars that are fought. There's no guarantee, it's not up to me. You can only see that this is my legacy.
Like on the other song, I forgot, it said pop art because you broke it in
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
That was good.
yeah, that was
clever.
Would always think the sky is falling. Why am I so differently wired? Am I a noggin? Cause sporadic as my thoughts come, it's mind-boggling. Cause I obsess on everything. In my mind, small shit bothers me, but not my father. He said sayonara and split, but I don't give a shit. I'm fine longest. There's batteries in my Walkman. Nothing's the matter with me. Shit
Walkman,
on the
wow.
bright side. At least I ain't walking. Grab hold of my balls like that's right. Fights on, bitch. Who would've knew from the moment I turned the mic on that I could be iconic in my conquest? It's word to fight dog from a tribe conquest.
This is my legacy.
Such great
Verse.
This is my legacy.
Now you shut up, bitch. I am talking. Thought I was full of horseshit, and now you fucking worship the ground on which I am walking. Me against the world, so what? I'm Brian Dawkins versus the Holo and 16 Lions offense. So bring on the Giants, Falcons, and Miami Dolphins. It's the body bag game, bitch. I'm supplying coffins.
This is my legacy.
Can't
Yeah, I really like that because
So good.
given the context that you gave me, that I guess in a way you could, say this is, don't call it a comeback, right?
Right.
That it feels like a comeback, like a
Exactly.
real attempt to say, I've done it all, I've said it all, but also, giving you history of how, like you said, it is inspiring because
Yeah.
If a kid who's feeling that way, like in real, in the developmental ages, can hear this and feel like, just be confident. Like, don't listen to that bullshit and what they tell you. Just, get angry and find an outlet, whatever it is. Sports, drums.
Don't get discouraged.
Yeah,
You won't
just
be Charlie Parker.
there is something there for
Yeah.
you. You just have to find it. And he said, who would have thought that by putting these, feelings onto paper that he could, he probably surprised himself in his career.
Yeah. Track 7 is called Asshole. It's featuring Skylar Grey.
to the world at a time when it was in need of a villain, an asshole. That role think I succeeded fulfilling, but don't think I ever stopped to think that I was speaking to children. Everything was happening so fast, it was like I blinked. So 3 million, then it all went blank. All I remember is feeling ridiculous, cause I was getting sick of this feeling like I'm always under attack. Man, I could've stacked my shit list to the ceiling. Women dishing, but really thinking if anyone ever talks to one of my little girls like this, I would kill him. Guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite when I'm ripping shit. But since when did this many people ever give a shit? What I had to say is just my opinions. I was trying to leave no doubt in anyone's mind one day I'd go down. In history think they know now because everybody knows
that you're just an asshole. Everywhere that you go, people wanna go. Everyone knows.
Word to Pacquiao, mama said there ain't nothing else to talk about. Better go in that ring and knock him out, or you better not come out. It's poetry in motion, like
Such
Freddie
a cool
Roach
line.
when he's quoting. Shake, Shakespeare. So what if insults are revolting? Even Helen Keller knows life stinks. You think it's a joke to your bullet riddle, but you should give little shit what I think. This whole world is a mess. Gotta have a goddamn vest on your chest and a Glock just to go watch Batman. I'm making up words for understandable. It's tragical. Thinking some magical shit's gonna happen. That ain't practical. You're cracking a joke. It's laughable. Cause me and love's like a bad combination. I keep them feelings locked in a vault. So it's safe to say I'm uncrackable. My heart is truly guarded. Full body armor. Bitch, you just need a helmet. Cause if you think you're special, you're retarded. Thinking you're one of a kind, like you got some platinum vagina, you're a train wreck. I got a one-track mind, shorty, you're fine, but you sorta remind me of a 49er. Cause you been a gold digger since you was a minor. Been trying to hunt me down like a dog, cause you're on my ass, but you can't get a cent. Cause all of my spare time spent and drive your teardrops, I'm here. White America's mirrors don't feel awkward or weird if you stare at me and see yourself. Cause showing two shouldn't be a shock because everybody knows
That verse is crazy.
Everywhere that you go, everyone knows.
He's always been, you know,
I was gonna bring that up too.
using lyrics in his songs that, you know, if you're listening to them
Without
you know,
context.
in the future,
Right. Not yeah.
or now thinking about the past and you weren't alive, then you might not know, you know, some
Because
of the
this
things
was right
he's
after
referring to.
the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Rises.
I mean, it was just, you know,
Which was
the
crazy.
bulletproof vest, and it's just great. I love how he does that. And just, you know, using references to, you know, even Helen Keller knows
No, life stinks. That song kind of has everything.
It
that
does.
He's good at.
It does.
With
yeah.
the comedic punchlines and the topical.
And he says it, you know, I'm here. I've got the belt. I'm here to, you know, show you.
Yeah.
So it really feels, I guess, you know, it makes sense what you said, that, you know, he needed to do this even for himself to just prove to everyone that,
Don't forget,
you know,
what I'm capable of.
yeah.
When I really want to.
Yeah. And, you know, I like the lines about, you know, a parent. I should have been a parent. I mean, great stuff.
So track 8 is another Rick Rubin one, which was also another big single before this record.
Oh, and I haven't heard any of these. I mean, so
Oh yeah, so far.
none of them are familiar to me.
Yeah. I think there might be one or two that you know, but it's possible that you don't. Mm-hmm. Well, there's definitely one that you know, and maybe two. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is another Rick Rubin one. This is Berserk.
Berserk.
Yeah, cool track.
I think it was popular, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the shit's about to kick off, this party looks whack. Let's take it back to straight hip-hop and start it from scratch. I'm about to bloody this track up, everybody get back. That's why my pin needs a pad, cause my rhyme's on the rack.
Oh yeah, that's
Like I did with Addiction, I'm about to like
Let
a
your conscience
magician,
hit you.
It's another
Backbone slide. Yeah.
But quick to get impaired when I tell 'em been public enemy since you thought PE was ginger.
Stroke me.
All night long,
Pull your beard out, just weird out.
all night long. We're gonna rock this house until we knock it down. So turn the volume loud, cause it's been to the AM. So baby, make just like cake, better let yourself go. Let yourself go. Say fuck it before we kick the bucket. Life's too short to not go for broke.
Have you heard?
Guess it's just the way that I'm dressed, ain't it? Khakis pressed, Nike shoes, crispy and fresh lace. So I guess it ain't that aftershave of cologne that made him just faint. At least I know that I don't know. Question is, are you both so smart enough to feel stupid? Hope so. Now hope.
Kick shoes off.
Wow.
All night long.
Love it.
So old school.
Love is powerful as cough syrup and styrofoam. All I know is I fell asleep and woke up in that Monte Carlo with the ugly Kardashian Lamar. Oh, sorry, yo, we done both set the bar low. Bars are, drugs are, though that's the past. But I done hit enough codeine and that future in the tomorrow. Word, Rick, word, man, you heard. But don't get discouraged, girl, this is urgent. Unless you got toe jack.
Kick shoes off.
Unless you got children.
All night long. Say fuck it before we kick the bucket. Life's too short to not go for broke.
Ah, it's really good. Really
That's a
good.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, super sampled of Stroke Me.
Yeah. Just like the Rhyme or Reason one. Both Rick Rubin.
But I mean, so clever. Again, topical. You
Yep.
know, the Kardashians he throws in there constantly. He
Yeah.
hates them, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if any other rapper has
he really
made it
hates them.
as many bars about them. But again, it's like, right, that's something that he's been doing since for how long? Like he used to
Yeah.
criticize whoever was in the pop culture mainstream
Yeah.
media, Michael Jackson and
Yeah.
Britney Spears, and like this
Right.
is just what he does. But it's cool to hear like a song that sounds this good, that was in this era, that was like such a classic Eminem like hit, like with the punchlines and the beat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the fact that it still sounds so good, even now, listening back, it's like that doesn't sound dated or
Yeah.
it's like it's so fresh and,
And
like
he mentions a Monte Carlo, which is a car I loved. It was the first car I drove in I drove a 1976 Monte Carlo. Around 1979, we delivered pizza in it.
wow.
And it was a tank.
What color?
Brown. Brown Monte
I'll
Carlo.
put a picture if I can find one in the video.
Great car. Great car.
Such a cool song though. The next one is an incredibly iconic Eminem song that just an incredibly iconic rap song that will always go down in history as probably one of the most talked about iconic rap songs. When it came out at the time, it was, nobody didn't know about this song or wasn't talking about it. Fans of rap or not, fans of Eminem or not. It was huge. It's still huge. It became overplayed, and then it became, it just became a big pop culture moment, which I think was so cool just because, like I said, not that he was unpopular at all to any degree at the time, but he really, cemented himself again, not only with this album, but with this track. This is called Rap God. This is track 9.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings, but I'm only going to get this one chance.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
It's just a feeling I've got. Like something's about to happen, but I don't know what. If that means what I think it means, we're in trouble. Big trouble. And if he is bananas, as you say, I'm not taking any chances.
You just want the dark order.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back nod. Now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box? They said I rap like a robot, so call me rap bot. But for me to rap like a computer must be in my genes. I got a laptop in my back pocket, my pinnacle walk when I hat cock it. Got a fat knock from that rat profit, made a living and a killing off it. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office, with Monica Lewinsky filling on his nutsack. I'm an MC, still as honest, but as rude and as indecent as all hell. Syllables, killaholic.
Kill 'em all.
This libbity, gibbity, hibbity, hip hop. You don't really want to get into a piss and match with this rappity rap hack and a mac in the back of the yak backpack rap crap yap 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 kitty yak nap. The exact same time I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while I'm practicing that, I'll still be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of faggots and crack it in half. MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust the rhyme. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of rock him, lock him, Shabazz, Tupac-in, W-A-Q, hey Doc, Rin, yella easy, thank you, they got slim. Inspired enough to intake, grow up, blow up, and be in a position to meet Run DMC, induct them into the motherfucking rockin' roll Hall of Fame. Even though I walk in the church and burst in a ball of flames, only Hall of Fame I'll be inducted in is the Alcohol of Fame on the wall. You fags think it's all
Alcohol of Fame.
till I walk a flock of flames. Off for planking, tell me what in the fuck are you thinking? Enough rhymes to maybe try to help get some people through tough times, but I gotta keep a few punchlines just in case, cause even you unsigned rappers are hungry, looking at me like it's lunchtime. I know there was a time where once I was king of the underground, but I still rap like I'm on my Pharaoh munch grind. So I crunch rhymes, but sometimes when you combine, appeal with the skin color of mine, you like normal, fuck being normal. And I just brought a new ray gun from the future just to come and shoot ya, like when Fabulous made Ray J mad. His Fab said he looked like a faggot, Mayweather's pad singing to a man while he played piano. Man, oh man, that was a 24/7 special on the cable channel. So Ray J went straight to the radio station the very next day. Hey Fab, I'ma kill you. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed. Summer, lama, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made it rubber so that anything you say is singing off of me and it'll glue to you and devastating more than ever, demonstrating how to give a motherfucking audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell off to be celebrating, cause I know the way to get them motivated. I make elevator
my
music.
God.
You make elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do when they get jealous, they confuse it. It's not hip hop, it's pop, cause I found a hella way to fuse it. With rock, shock rap, with die. Don't lose yourself and make them lose it. I don't know how to make songs like that. I don't know what words to use. Angels fight with devils and here's what they want from me. They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration the bitter hatred I had, then you may be a little patient and more sympathetic to the situation and understand the discrimination. But fuck it, life's handing you lemons, make lemonade then. But if I can't bear other women, how the fuck am I supposed to bake them a cake then? No mistake, it's a fatal mistake if you think I need to be overseas and take a vacation to trip abroad and make her fall on her face. And don't be a retard, be a king, think not. Why be a king when you can be a god?
Wow. Rap God is right. I mean, that just, how did I never hear that?
Oh yeah, that's like,
my God.
hip hop greatness.
I mean, it wasn't even like it was actual words. How could those have been words? It just sounded like it was going.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I like the like alien sound because it's like literally like it's like something from out of this planet.
And and the fact that he referenced early on that they sound like I'm a rapper, like a computerized rapper.
Oh yeah, if I want to rap like a computer, it must be in my genes.
Yeah, I mean, wow, just wow.
Even the dogs like it.
Yeah.
That one line I love in there, where I was listening back to this recently, he said like, he has like the Columbine thing where he talks about the kids getting shot.
And you can hear it.
But then he says right after that, he says, see, if I can get away with that line now, then I'm not as popular as I once was.
Right.
Because he's like, well, if nobody's listening, then I was getting shit for before because I was the most popular artist.
Everybody was analyzing everything he said.
Yeah, I was the front of the mainstream.
Now let's see.
No one's listening, so it's like, nobody cares as much. But it's crazy because he says that in the song where he ended up, this song ended up becoming then, such a mainstream and huge and massive success.
Terrific.
But like, yeah, just iconic.
Just two bangers back to back.
Yeah, huge. And then the follow-up to that track, which is I always find so funny, is called Brainless. After
Brainless?
Rap God is Brainless.
Or Eminem has a full line of chainsaws. Eminem.
It's a funny contrast.
Marshall Mathers, Eminem, the rapper Eminem.
Who can say for sure? Perhaps a frontal lobotomy would be the answer.
Definitely
Science
MF
could
Doom,
operate on this
a feeling.
distorted brain and put it to good use. Society would reap a great benefit.
I walk around like a space cadet, place your bets. Who's likely to become a serial killer? Case of Tourette's. Fuck, can't take the stress. I make a mess as the day progresses. Angry and take it out on the neighbor's hedges. Like this is how I cut your face of bitches with these head trimming scissors with razor edges. Mama always said,
If you had a brain, you'd be dangerous. A brain, you'd be dangerous. Prove you wrong, I'ma grow one day to be famous. And I'ma be a pain in the anus. I'ma be the bone.
no valid shot at life, chance to make it or succeed. Cause you're doomed from the start, it's like you grew up on Jump Street. From Jump Street.
What if I could just get my head out my ass? I could accomplish any task.
Practicing trash, talking in a trance, locked in my room, yeah, but I got some plans. Mama, these damn rhymes are falling out of my pants pocket. I can't stop it. In this gourd, there's a Ford engine door, hinge, syringe, and orange,
Sounds
an
like,
extension cord, and a ninja sword.
Succession?
Four lynch pins
Oh, yeah.
and a stringent stored iron and board,
Really
a bench, a
cool.
wrench, or wings, and attention whore. Everything but a brain, but domes off the fucking chain like an independent store. Something's wrong with my head, just think if I had a brain in it. Thank God that I don't, cause I'd probably be dumber. Cause mama always said,
If you had a brain, you'd be dangerous. A brain, you'd be dangerous. Prove you wrong.
and boy they did fly. Can't believe this little hit block, this hip hop shit in this hip pocket. It's still the shit got that white trash traffic and gridlock. Shit hopping like 6 blocks from a Kid Rock insane clown posse concert in mid-October. And God forbid I see the wizard and get a brain in my titanium cranium, y'all. Cause I'll turn into the Unabomber. Mama always said,
If you had a brain, you'd be dangerous.
Heavy drums on this.
A brain, you'd be dangerous. Prove you wrong.
this ain't even a word, you stupid fuck. Neither.
I mean, he's just, transforming himself back to a younger age and like rapping as if he was,
Yeah.
young and just caught an insult and went into his room and was like,
Yeah.
I like how he said,
It's kind of a continuation of the legacy.
yeah,
Or
like they're
like-
just flowing out of my pocket. Like he, it's just who he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gifted is really what it is.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
happened to be gifted with this.
Rap God. Oof, it's a rough jump back in. But you know what? Sometimes the ones that I say are the worst ones are your favorite.
Yeah. That's
Or
true.
the ones that you don't mind. So
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard
so far this
aside from the one,
the survival is like
yeah.
But this
Everything
one
else has
this
been-
one is like by far my least favorite.
Okay.
You used to say that I
Oh, because he's singing probably like why you don't like it.
nothing without you. And I believe. I'm shot in the lungs. I guess I can't breathe. Just lay here with me, baby, hold me, please. And I beg and I plead, drop to knees and I cry and I scream, baby, please don't leave. Fine without you. And if I stumble, I won't
so bad.
crumble.
Yeah,
I get
that's-
back up and I'ma still be humble when I scream fuck you, cause I'm stronger than I was. Drop to knees
It
and
feels
I
like the
cry and I
piano,
scream, baby,
like the
please
tune is good. If he was a singer and could develop it
Yeah,
into something,
but it's
or if he had a singer and then he jumped in.
Yeah.
I don't even like the like
it's just kind of a mess. It's like so off-putting.
yeah, like the parade type of drum.
Yeah. And his voice is not strong enough to be.
No,
Everything's just drowning.
I mean he's like trying. Is it soft? Is it angry? Is it?
I'ma still be humble when I scream fuck you, cause I'm stronger than I was.
Yeah, it's ugh.
I hear you.
Yeah. Just could have been left off the album. It just doesn't fit either. The
Yeah,
sound of the album or
the sound was crazy.
very odd.
It could have been a nice slow. I mean that melody sounded okay, but his singing is not
good.
his forte.
Yeah, he has Rihanna take over on the next track. Doing the chorus.
Oh, cool.
So it's a
yeah,
lot
I mean,
better.
I figured, if she's in the room, well, why not? He should have gave her two.
So this one's called The Monster. I think this is probably the one that you've definitely heard on this.
That sounds familiar, especially
album.
when you said she's
super,
on
super
it.
popular.
Okay.
This was actually Rihanna. The chorus part of this song was actually written by John Bellion, who's one of my
Interesting.
favorite artists. This was like This was his first big break. This was 2013.
Friends
There we go.
with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy.
I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention from my music. Wanted to be left alone in public, excuse me. But wanting my cake and eat it too. And wanting it both ways. Fame made me a balloon. Cause my ego inflated when I blew see. But it was confusing. Cause all I wanted to do is be the Bruce Lee of loosely abused ink.
And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's not
Does anybody use cuckoo more in their songs than Eminem?
No.
He's like 3 times on the album.
Yeah.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
No, I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told me to seize the moment and don't squander it. Cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conjuring. Sometimes I wonder where these thoughts spawn from.
Yeah, ponder it. Do you wonder? There's no wonder you're losing your mind the way it wanders.
I think it would
Or
wander
that.
off down yonder and stumbled on to Jeff Van Vondren.
Yeah, now that's a decent feature. Like,
Yeah. Instead of him singing
yeah,
it.
he definitely could have gone that route.
Call me crazy, but I had this vision. One day that I'll walk amongst you, a regular civilian. But until then, drums get killed and I'm coming straight at MC's blood gets spilled. And I take it back to the days that I get on a Dre track. Give every kid who got played that. Pump the feeling.
Yeah, that almost feels like a featuring Eminem.
Yeah.
That was
It's like a Rihanna
certainly
pop
for,
song.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Eminem's verses.
That's
But you could see
so-
how that was a huge.
Oh yeah,
I think that was a number one for I don't even know how long. A
very
long
catchy.
time.
Yeah,
But it's funny in that story because I'm a huge John Bellion fan, so I've heard all his interviews and stuff. But he said that so he basically had heard that song the first time in a cab in New York, on the radio when they debuted it, just by happenstance getting in. But because he said it happened so quick, they must have just been waiting. He must have had the song written for the album and was just waiting for a hook, and then got that hook sent to him, and then Rihanna must have recorded it immediately. again, this like without him knowing any of this.
Wow.
So he said he was like hearing the song and like he said he was having like an out of body like thing in the car, like, wait, like this is what I just wrote.
Did they read my mind?
Yeah. And then he was telling the cab driver in New York, he's like, I wrote this song, I wrote this, and he said the guy was just laughing like,
yeah, right.
He's like, okay. He's like, I'm telling you, like, I just wrote this.
Oh
He was
my
like,
God.
all right, buddy. And he said he was like calling everyone like, holy shit. Like,
I bet.
He's like, I just wrote, like, he's like, I'm telling you, I wrote this last week.
Wow.
But, you know, he didn't, even, that's how quick it happened. He hadn't even been contacted or like informed of like, and then he like, you know, was just like, oh, what happens after this? And then boom, he's got a fat check. And then he's like, oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I'll take it.
So track 13 is called So Far. Comes right after that.
That's a Joe Walsh song. For been there, they tell me it's nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interpolation
Oh,
in the
God.
album, like old songs.
My tank's half empty, gasket just blew. This always happens. 30 minutes from home, got a late a log cabin. Only option I have is McDonald's is back. In a public stall, dropping a football. So every time someone walks in the John, I get mad.
He's the guitarist for the
Come
Eagles.
on, man, I'm crapping and you're asking for my
Oh, really?
goddamn autograph on a napkin? Oh, that's odd, I just happened to run out of tissue. Yeah, hand me that. On second thought, I'd be glad then. Gives my stomach gas when I mix my corn with my
my
fucking
God.
mash. Potato so what? Oh, kiss my country bunkin' ass. Missouri Southern roots, what the fuck is upper class?
Funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Dinner, supper, Tupperware, in the cupboard, plastic, wear up the ass. Stuck in the past, iPod, what the fuck is that? B-boy to the core, mule, I'm a stubborn ass.
Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Got it all, but I still won't change.
Maybe that's why I can't leave Detroit. Fuck you gonna say to me? I leave on my own terms, asshole. I'm going berserk. My nerves are bad, but I love the perks my work has. I get to meet famous people. Look at her, dag. Her nylons are ran, her skirt snagged, and I heard she drag races.
That's swag.
Tucking my name shirt tag. You're Dan the Kirkpatrick.
Like
Yeah,
Patrick.
Skag would be the perfect match. You're a vacuum. I'm a dirtbag. Nintendo bitch, run, jump, punch, stab, and I melt the mozzarella on my spaghetti, put it on bread, make a sandwich with Welchers and belch. They say the spray butter's bad for my health, but I think this poor white trash from the trailer, jet clamping, Brett Sanford, and welfare mentality helps to keep me grounded. That's why I never take full advantage of wealth. I manage to dwell within these parameters, still cramming the cells full of hamburger helper. Other day, someone got all elaborate and stuck a head from a fucking dead cat in my mailbox. Went to Burger King, they spit on my onion rings. I think my karma's catching up with me.
Did you hear the old
Maybe that's
Yeah.
why I feel so strange. Got it all, but I still won't
real some
change.
shitty beat?
Maybe that's why I can't leave Detroit. I look over, see these two hot hoes. Fingers still up one of my nostrils, right next to him. Stuck at the light, the fucking shit's taking forever to change. But stuff, these bitches are loving it, rubbing it in, chuckling, couldn't do nothing, play it off. What you bumping, drunk music? Yellow Rope's better, fucking bitch. They want me to flip at the label, but I won't succumb to it. The pressure, they want me to follow up with another one after recovery. And
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I just love it because
good.
I know the Joe Walsh songs. So just Joe Walsh is the guitarist for the Eagles who played all the classic, Hotel California riffs, but he did have a career on his own. And that song is about him having, shitloads of money, and he doesn't even, he says like, I drive my, what do you say? My Maserati does 185. I lost my license. Now I can't drive. I got gold records hanging on the wall.
Oh, so there's a lot of parallels.
I have a nursemaid takes care of it all or some shit. Yeah,
there's a
it's
lot
like,
of-
yeah, like all he's saying is life's been good to me, but I don't know how the fuck I got it, and
Yeah, and I still have my same habits and
exactly.
so another big feature here. This is track 14. It's called Love Game, and this is Eminem and Kendrick Lamar.
something's burning, I can't figure out what. It's either lust or a cloud of dust. Judgment is clouded, must just be the powder from the power of love. But I'm in something I don't know how to get
There's
out
another
of.
sample here,
Left my girl in
old
the
sample.
house
I wonder if you'll know
alone.
it.
My soon-to-be spouses, and the further I walk, the louder. Pause for a minute to make certain that's what I heard. 'Cause after all, this is her place, so I give her the benefit of the doubt. I think I might be about to buster. The thought scary, yo, though, and it hurts. Brace, hope it ain't, here we go, yo. 'Cause my head already goes the worst case scenario, though, in the first place. LeBron, Akon, J, Little John, Raekwon, Mace, Polo, the Don, Drake, Dante, Ross, James, Conway, Kwame. Guess I'm getting my good goddamn jigger on, eh? What's your name? I'm Beyonce. But fuck it, I'm moving on. You women are all crazy.
shit.
I'll probably
It's
always
funny.
keep on playing the game of love.
She doesn't love me. No,
my
she
God.
don't love me no more. She hates my company. Then she don't love me no more. I tried to get her up out of my head, left my bags at the door. She screamed she loved me like she never did before. And I told her,
Sucker for love, you a sucker for dick. Sucking dick in your mama tub. Then your granny walked in, told the stupid nigga to duck under the water. He drowned like an abortion. They booked you for manslaughter.
my
You beat the case and I
God.
caught you. Sharon is not available. Now leave a message at the tone. And Kendrick, don't forget to buy 2 pair of those expensive heels. You little fucking Ferris wheel. Fucking spinning on me. Fuck you think we gon' get married still? Fucking Mary had a little lamb. This ain't a fairy tale. Fairy godmama better tell you how I fucking feel. Like you should fucking beat it or fucking eat it while I'm on my period. Now have a blessed day. Bitch, you serious? I'm in the mirror with this look on my face, curious. Why you ain't fucking with me? You cut me deep as a Syrian. You know I want you bad as a Benjamin. I'm delirious. I want you bad as the head shattered on George Zimmerman. That ain't what you
This
like,
makes me
ain't
like
it?
him even more, knowing that he
can
was
do
on
shit too.
Taylor,
Yeah.
and he's having fun with this. He's
rapping,
not like,
having fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't imagine him. I thought he was like totally zen
Yeah.
and serious.
Yeah.
Fooling me, I'ma live with the
she doesn't love me. No, she don't love me no more.
So needless to say I'm feeling betrayed. Snatched my house key off a keychain. She jumps off eBay from the wire stick. Now she's chasing me with a cheese grater. Here goes that broken record cliche. It's all my fault anyway. She's turning the tables. I'm a beat break. She treats my face like Serato. She cuts and scratches like a DJ. Each day is an instant replay. They say what we display symptomatic of addict behavior. Okay, you wanna fuck with me, eh? Snatch that bitch out, I call through the window. She's screaming. I body slam her on the cement until the concrete gave and created a sinkhole. Buried this sinkhole in it. Then paid to have the street repaved. I woke up in a dream state in a cold sweat like I got hit with a freeze ray during a heat wave. Yes, I eventually caved though, cause she's laying next to me in bed, directly aiming again at my head. Woke up again and jumped up like fuck it, I've had it. I'm checking into rehab, I confess I'm a static addict. I guess that's why I'm so clingy. Every girl I've ever had either says I got too much baggage or I'm too fucking dramatic. Man, what the fuck is the matter? I'm just a fucking romantic. I fucking love you, fucking bitch. Till they swarm the gates of my fancy estates to greet Norman Bates with a warm embrace. Let your Andrea Yates, don't ask me for a date, though you're late. Well, the sentiment's great, but wait, think there's been a mistake. You wanted to intimidate, I want to intimidate. I have infinite hate in my blood, it's mainly cause of the game of
Infinite
wait,
hate.
dinner at 8. I have infinite hate in my blood, it's mainly cause of the game of
That's kind of cool. Ah, man. Is that the
awesome.
end?
No, that's not the last song.
That's a great, I mean, if it was, that's
So
like just a
good.
great exclamation point on a really pretty
Just two
cool
of the
album.
great rappers.
Oh, man.
generation.
Holy cow. I mean, he's just, you're right. His voice changed, but he's, I mean, when it comes to the spitting,
Man.
oof.
Yeah, that whole third verse is one of my favorites on the whole album.
And
Eminem.
it's
He's just
everything is
destroying.
still topical. Like there was, who was that woman's name he threw out? Naomi, something. I can't remember it.
And
but-
even Kendrick mentioning George Zimmerman too.
Yeah,
I want
they
you
were-
bad as the head shadow.
oh
on George
my
Zimmerman.
God, it was great.
But yeah, you're right. It's like Kendrick clearly like fit into this style so well. Like he adapted to
especially when he did that and he brought that in. It was perfect.
like the comedic lines and like the, you know, even Kendrick having some like more wild bars than he
really
would go
didn't
towards.
expect it. Yeah,
like
talking
usually
about-
he's more tame.
yeah, sucking dick. You never really hear him do
No,
that.
no.
Yeah.
This one is also one of my favorite Eminem songs. Probably my favorite song on this entire album coming up. This is the second to last track. It's called Headlights. It's featuring Nate Roos, who you probably know from, he had a group called Fun. That was really popular for a while. He had that song like, Tonight We Are Young.
Oh yeah. It was on every commercial. too.
Great vocalist. Yeah. So back on Marshall Mathers LP, he had the song "Cleaning Out My Closet." If you remember that one, of
Oh
course.
yeah, cleaning out the closet.
which is an iconic Eminem song where he
Yeah.
talks about his mother and the upbringing that he had and how he was leaving her and
he was
all the
putting
trauma
it out there
that he
for
had.
everybody to know.
Yeah, like, you know, dumping all of his
Mm-hmm.
stuff from childhood. So this is basically, you know, now I don't remember what the time difference was. It was about 12 years difference, I think, later. This is him sort of looking back on that and addressing his mom and how his relationship with her is and stuff like that. So
I know I let you down, and though you say the days are happy,
talking about who, what I said, perp, in what verse. My mom probably got it the worst, the brunt of it, but as stubborn as we are. Did I take it too far? Cleaning out my closet and all them other songs. But regardless, I don't hate you, cause mom, you're still beautiful to me, cause you're my mom. Though far be it from you to be calm, my house was Vietnam, Desert Storm, and both of us put together could form an atomic bomb, equivalent to chemical warfare. And forever we could drag this on and on, but agree to disagree. That gift from me up under the Christmas tree don't mean shit to me. You're kicking me out, it's 15 degrees and it's Christmas Eve. Little prick, just leave. Ma, let me grab my fucking coat. Anything to have each other's goats, while we always at each other's throats. Especially when dad, he fucked us both. We're in the same fucking boat. You think that'd make us close? Nope. Further away, it drove us.
Maybe we took this too far.
Cause to this day we remain estranged and I hate it though. Cause you ain't even get to witness your grandbabies grow. But I'm sorry, mama, for cleaning out my closet at the time. I was angry, rightfully maybe so. Never meant that far to take it though. Cause now I know it's not your fault, and I'm not making jokes. That song I no longer play, it shows, and I cringe every time it's on the radio. But I love you, Debbie Mathers, oh what a tangled web we have. Cause one thing I never asked was where the fuck my deadbeat dad was. Fuck it, I guess he had trouble keeping up with every address. But I'd have flipped every mattress, every rock and desert cactus. Own a collection of maps and followed my kid to the edge of the atlas. Someone ever moved them from me, that you could have bet your asses. If I had to come down the chimney dressed as Santa, kidnap him. And although one has only met the grandma once, you pulled up in our drive one night as we were leaving to get some hamburgers. Me, her, and Nate, we introduced you, hugged you, and as you left I had this overwhelming sadness. To get this off my chest, I hope I get the chance to lay it for him dead. The stewardess said to fasten my seatbelt, I guess we're crashing. So if I'm not dreaming, I hope you get this message that I will always love you from afar. You're my mom.
I guess we are who we are. Headlights shining in the dark night, I drive on. Because I put my faith in my little girl, so I'll never say goodbye, cruel world. Just know that I'm alright. I am not afraid to die.
Beautiful. Wow. What a tribute.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite Eminem songs. So good.
Yeah, I mean, how could it not be?
So good.
Very reflective of his own, skyrocketing fame, but also, the rage he had inside.
Yeah.
How can you blame him? I mean, really, if he had that kind of upbringing, no dad, and at least, again, there was an outlet for him as opposed to ending up in jail or dead. I mean, he went through a lot of mental anguish and emotional anguish, but, I really have to credit him because he channeled it.
Yeah.
He just found a way to channel it.
Yeah.
And, it's really even ridiculous to think that there's, that in this country, never mind this day and age, but in this country that you could, that there's people going through that, like, right now, like, broke and, strapped family wise, broken family, broken kids.
Kicked on the street or whatever.
Yeah, just and probably for nothing, right? Just out of her frustration. Yeah. She didn't know what to do. So
like
she
he was
took
even
it
saying,
out.
like all the pill addiction and stuff. Like he used to have so much anger towards her for that.
Yeah, like she was doing it on purpose.
Like he obviously can acknowledge now, like, that she needed help and she was sick.
Yeah.
But,
and who knows, he doesn't, I don't know if he mentions it much in his interviews or in his songs, but, what were his grandparents like?
Of course. Yeah. I'm sure there's some,
like addiction history or abuse of some sort on her that she perpetuated on,
Such a great song.
It was really, the vocals on that were
so
just
well written.
right. Just
and
perfect.
Nate Roos is a perfect fit for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds so natural. And
very, very good lead vocal.
So this is the final track now.
It's odd because like both of those now, the funny one and this one
big change, and
but they could easily feel like the punctuation. Like I can't even imagine that there's still another song to go.
I always think that. Like I always think that Headlights.
Like, why shouldn't that have been the
Headlights? Feels like a perfect.
It should have been the end,
but in my opinion, I think it's because he doesn't. I don't think he wanted to end it on too much of like a somber,
something philosophical like that.
Yeah. So this one is less.
Okay.
But I think the lines are starting to get blurred. I'm in a strange place. I feel like Mace when he gave up the game for his faith. I feel like I'm caged and he's changing restraints. Grim and every stranger in the place while I gaze into space. Cause I'm mentally rearranging his face. I need a change of pace, cause the pace I'm working at's dangerous. There's nowhere to dump this anger. And thanks to this angst, I done quit chicken heads cold turkey and started slowly roasting them. Cause that's where most of my anger is based. Judge be like, that's sharp. How much that motherfucker cost you? Smart ass, you're lucky I don't tear it off you. And jump your bones, you sexy motherfucker. You're so fucking gravy, Marshall. I should start calling you Anjou. Cause all you do is spit them lyrics out the wazoo. Evil twin, take this beat now. I believe people can change, but only for the worse. I could've changed the world if it wasn't for this verse. So satanic, Kmart chains panic, cause they can't even spin back the curse words. Cause they're worse when they're reversed, motherfucker.
Borderline genius that's bored of his lines. It's a great line.
Yeah, that is good.
That's great.
Bet you never again like the legend of he. Ledger, my suicide notes barely legible. Read the bottom, it's signed by the Joker. Lorena said I never can leave her. She'll sever my wiener.
Remember when Heath Ledger trapped himself in the room?
Fuck that shit, bitch. Give up my
For
dick
Joker.
before see I be Jerry Mathers. I ever left it to Beaver. Get them titties cut off. Try to mess with a cleaver. Golly Wally, I bit heat. Register Jesus. Ever since 19946 dressing, it was definitely my destiny. When on
Probably
the steps,
don't get that. He's talking about Cleaver. June Cleaver. That was a Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, okay.
50s show. Crazy.
Rhymes trying to get props for him. That I should call the loony police to come get me. Cause I'm so sick of being the truth. I wish someone finally admit me to a mental hospital with Britney. Oh, LMFA, oh, no way, ho. Say Baez couldn't beat this rap. OJ, no. Hooray, I'm off the hook like Casey Anthony. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. I sound like I'm trying to sing the fucking chorus to hip hop. Hooray, no. So are you, but you're broke, cause you don't work. But all bullshit aside, I hit a stride. Still shady inside, hair every bit as dyed as it used to be when I first introduced y'all to my skittish side and blamed it on him when they tried to criticize. Cause we are the same, bitch. And lay with 18 guys naked and let myself show. Let myself show. But fuck it, suck it, pull it, tug it. Life's too short to not stroke your bone. Fucking serious. So everybody, circle jerk. Touch my body. Who is that?
Oh, too much. I mean, there was so much in there. Like, you know, again,
The references are crazy.
Yeah, like if you're in this year and you're thinking back or listening, you're like, what is he talking about?
Casey Anthony.
All that stuff.
Yeah, so many.
Or even kids then not knowing who, Leave It to Beaver and Cleaver, June Cleaver. Yeah. I mean, you're like, what is he talking about?
And he's referencing Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, it was a lot. He's so good with all the, attacking, Christina, both Christinas. And
he was like saying, like, who do I do next?
Yeah.
Naming them all off.
Nah, he's like, I'm tired of them.
Man.
Yeah, I love it. I think...
You're saying years after this?
Oh yeah, he's had albums after this, right? Where you just said he's just not the same anymore. And
in my opinion, I think
which is kind of a shame. I feel because maybe the game and the genre did change.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, not maybe.
Yeah,
it definitely changed, and it kind of made him like, unless he comes out with something.
It's like, what can he do now?
Yeah, right. If you're not complaining about your life anymore, and what do you do? What do you rap about?
Because then people were like, oh, he's too lyrical after this, and and then he tried a few times to like kind of switch into a different sound, to sound more modern. But like, again, I will always respect him. Always, like, it's the music's just not for me what he's been making lately. But like, clearly, no matter what, even when I hear things that I'm like, I'm not a fan of that song, like lyrically, nothing has changed. He's still like unbelievable with the rhyming and the rapping. And
I mean, that, you know, the recording industry, you know, when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
Right. So that you ride that as long as you can. And there's always going to be the next guy coming up. It gets to a point where you have to, I guess, individually or as a band, say to yourself, are we still relevant, right? Can I make songs out of things that are happening now? Or am I just going to keep talking like, you know, I'm 50 years old, 60 years old, talking about, you know, and a lot of people blame the Rolling Stones that too. They say, well, how can these guys be 80 years old and they got a video of this young girl in the back of a car? It's like, because that's the image they've created, and but it took 20 years from the last album till now to come up with something. It's like, you know, and you're not trying to leave a message on the world. You're not trying to,
because that's all been, you did that. You accomplished.
You can't talk about drugs and women and partying anymore. That's done. So what do you find? You have to find something that sounds current
and just something that inspires you,
but still have your talent apply to it.
Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone still to this day would want to stand face to face with him and rap.
No,
battle him or
his mind is just
you can say what you want about the music, but like
no, his brain is
you can't take away that, like you said, it's a built-in natural
how he breaks words
ability.
And stops. I'd like to and you know, I never heard that until he came along.
So good.
I mean, he changed the way rappers would even deliver their raps. You know, he's breaking words and stopping and starting and. Or just
and then not
running
to mention
a line.
all the like, just the no holds barred with the what he talks about, how he talks about things and himself and the language and
I mean the fact that he's getting away with that, like, you know, the F word,
even like
the gays.
even in 2013, that's still like
that was rough.
Yeah, that's still like pushing it there,
really
like,
rough.
You know,
but he you know,
but you could tell he toned it back at least a lot compared to. Like, if you compare this to the first Marshall Mathers LP, like, that one was so angsty, edgy the full way through, and like,
that's what catapulted.
But at least this, he's kind of like has it. I like how he puts it into that persona kind of too. Like,
well, he also said, "I'll never grow up." You know, he's like a 40-year-old
grown child.
Yeah,
but I think it's a great album. I think it's probably like a top 3 Eminem album for me. I think it's really enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm glad that. As much as I know about him and how much I like him, like how much I knew of Kanye.
How new the music is still.
Yeah.
Like, this is like completely brand
like
new.
I could if all this other stuff wasn't going on in the rap world, I would still feel like if you brought me in and said, Dad, listen to
this is brand
I'd feel
new.
like, wow, he's going to do good with this.
Yeah.
I think this kid has a future.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. But that's from, you know, my perspective. But
right.
It does sound great on a re-release, so he should be, you know.
And 10 years later, I think it's held up.
Oh, it holds
very
up
well.
Yeah,
I mean, with the exception of maybe like 1 or 2 tracks, but that's still a pretty good 14 out of 16. I'd say is pretty.
Yeah, and you could believe, I would think, like if someone in 8th grade now heard this, or like on a re-release and someone introduces them to it, I could see them gravitating and
but I don't know. Everything is so different.
Yeah,
it really is. I mean, I'm sure there's still younger people that appreciate it, but I think that amount is decreasing.
It's getting rarer
steadily.
Yeah.
Like at my age, I was so fascinated by like, you know, at that age, like the wordplay, everything that
like
we are
you're
now,
gonna have to introduce your
Right.
offspring someday. If you know,
like,
if they
this is
ever
why this was so good.
Yeah. You'd
at
be
the time.
You'll be doing a show. They'll be doing a show with you in
Right,
this
right.
chair.
Who knows what that music was sound like.
Right.
So yeah,
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, so good. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening.
We'll have to check out some of the videos, maybe on a separate one.
Kendrick makes a little cameo in one of the.
I'd like that's probably
in one
fun.
of the videos.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.